Welcome back to Living Local. Our next guest is a former TV show host and came in first place in this year's Great American Speak Off. He's the one, he's the only, Orrick Quick Sr. And he joins us now via Zoom in this segment sponsored by Overnight Publicity. Hey, dude, how are you, man?
I am doing fantastic. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm so happy you're here and we can get a chance to chat. This is going to be great. But let's take it back. I love a good origin story here. So tell us, who is Orrick Quick Sr.? Let's get into it.
Orrick Quick is an individual who have overcome adversity in his life. The chip on my shoulder, it originates from the chip that was on my mother's shoulder. There was a doctor who told my mother that I should not be born based on the fact that she was diagnosed with lupus. And then, of course, what she was going through was ultimately going to affect me. And so this doctor told her, if you have this baby, you're going to die in the process. The baby could die. But my mom squared her shoulders and said, I will not abort this child. I am at least going to give him a chance. Even if it kills me, I'm going to make sure he lives. And that is the reason why I am here today, because my mom took a chance, and I'm grateful for it.
I love it. I love it, man. I love it. And, you're known for hosting the preachers, but how did that gig find you, and how did that kind of change your whole path, dude? This is cool.
Oh, man. Listen, I got to take it back because everything originates from the God code. Mm-hmm. The God code is an undeniable experience that you have from a supernatural source. And so the whole purpose of how I got selected with the preachers, I made one phone call that landed me on this national talk show called The Preachers, and it set my life on fire. And so what I'm simply letting everyone know now is that if you want to win in life, you need the God code. And so I'm excited about just sharing my story and helping people to understand that your whole life can change just from you dialing in and making sure that you're all in when it comes to your dreams. A lot of us, you got to know that you cannot expect for your life to get to the next level unless you're willing to pay the full cost. A lot of us expect a discount on our dreams, but you have to pay full price. And so when it comes to the preachers, I made this one phone call, and this movie producer in California contacted me, and out of nowhere, all of a sudden I'm on national television because the God code, it turns opportunity into a bounty hunter. And so when you're fighting for everything else, your whole life must come down to one decision. Do I want it bad enough that I'm willing to invest in my own dreams? And that is exactly what I did.
I love it, man. You're speaking to my soul right now, man. I love it. And you're such a good speaker. And dude, you just won the Great American Speak Off, man. Let's talk about that experience, because that's so rad.
Check this out, right? The question is, how did I get the #1 salesman in the world to be sold on my speech, Grant Cardone? Mm-hmm. How did I get two of the greatest communicators in the world to give me the best compliments, Les Brown and John Maxwell? Les Brown said to me, Orrick, who is your mother? Because you must be my son. And John Maxwell also said, Orrick, you did an amazing job. I think I'm going to start using some of your quotes. And so what I'm telling you right now, and even Elena Cardone, she said, Orrick, you were the only person I gave a 10 tonight. And that's my passion, is really to show people that you can convert hell into profit. That is the CHIP, the acronym for CHIP. I got a chip on my shoulder because I'm able to convert hell into profit. I've been dead twice. I've been in a coma, had to learn how to walk over 3 times in my lifetime. And now I'm turning all of my pain into purpose so that I can fulfill my destiny. And I'm telling you, if you do that, everything in your life will change.
Yeah, it goes back to the whole thing, we learn a lot more from our failures than our successes, But I got to ask, what was the one thing, like with John Maxwell, like what was, one thing that he came up to you and said, dude, that's an amazing quote. What was that thing that really stood out to him?
One of my favorite quotes is this: never allow your past to have a meeting with your future without your potential being present. Every time I mention that quote, it rises up in me because so many people, they give up on themselves based on their past. And the thing that you whatever you do, don't allow your past to have a meeting with your future without your potential being present, because your potential is your attorney. It will defend your case and say he's worth fighting for. And so whatever you do, don't give up on your dream.
I love that, man. I love that. Dude, you're the best. So let's talk about, what's next for you, man. You seem to be in perpetual motion. So what's next for Orrick?
Oh man, I'm glad you asked. I got a brand new book coming out actually tomorrow, August 1st.
Okay.
And it is called I've Got a Chip on My Shoulder. And a lot of people need to understand that the chip is a gift, that you need something to shake up your entire world so that you can rise up to the occasion and be who you are meant to be. And so I got a brand new book coming out. And another thing I want to do is last year, over 50,000 people committed suicide. I want to reduce that number. I believe that if you inspire a person enough, it will give them the strength to fight on one more day, one more time, one more minute, one more year. And that's why this book is so important. And it is right now for the ages, so that people will not give up on themselves.
Amen, man. Amen. Like, let's talk about how people can get that book. Your website, Amazon, I'm sure it's everywhere, right?
Absolutely. Amazon.com, of course. And you can actually reach out to me through GodCodeMentorship.com.
Okay.
God Code Mentorship on Instagram, Facebook as well. And yes, got a brand new book coming out. Yeah.
All right, man. Hey, dude, it has been such a pleasure to chat with you. This has been awesome. And I really appreciate you inspiring all of us today. I really appreciate it, man.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me on.
Yeah, thanks, Orrick. Again, this segment was sponsored by Overnight Publicity. You can learn more, and you can find Orrick Quick Sr. on social media. We'll have all those details posted at OurQuadCities.com.